click is all it takes to lose everything.
We are in a cyber war. You can either be a defendant or you can be a victim.
There's a really good possibility you have active credit card fraud occurring right now and you have no clue. And most people don't have any clue, and here's why. Most credit card fraud is small amounts tied to existing transactions. They're not separate large amounts. I know most people, when they think credit card fraud, think it's going to be a $10,000 purchase on their credit card. So most people at the end of the month, they go in, they glance their credit card, and they're looking for any anomalies. If everything looks about right, they sign off on it and write the check, or they do the online bill paying. Here's the problem. If there was a $2 or $3 fraudulent charge, would you detect it? Would you be able to know what happened using that method? No, and here's why. I'll give you the perfect example where a lot of fraud takes place. In restaurants. So you go to a restaurant and your meal comes to $80. And it was great service, so you go in and give a $20 tip. I tell you, I'm all about being very generous. If somebody works really hard and does great service, I'm going to always go in and give them a great tip. So we go in and say, okay, the meal's around $100. $100 on the card. Now, question. In 30 days, when you get your credit card bill, I know that I went to that restaurant, and I know that I paid around $100. But whether it was $98, $99, or $104, I don't remember. So if somebody went in and added $4 to that restaurant bill, I wouldn't remember. I wouldn't remember that was happening, and now that could happen over and over again. I've reviewed people's bills for a year very closely, and we found hundreds and hundreds of dollars of credit card fraud that everyone's missing. Now, I'm all about practical advice. I know that if I tell you, you need to keep the receipt for every credit card purchase, you need to save it, and at the end of the month, you need to check the exact amounts against every... You're not going to do it. I mean, I don't do that. That's too difficult. Here's what I do. On-the-fly notification. Almost every credit card company, when you go in and you do a credit card transaction, it will send you a text notification. So it'll send you a text notification saying, is this legit? And if it's not, you can report it as fraud instantly. Why not do that? Simple, easy, very effective, because I'll tell you, I'd much rather, when I'm sitting in the restaurant and I just wrote the check for $103, get a text so I can verify, because I now remember, than having to wait 30 days later. So the good news is there's a lot of security features out there, but people aren't using them, and they're having fraud without realizing it. Turn on text notification, get visibility into your transactions, verify and validate, and if we do that, together we can make cyberspace a safe place to live, work, and raise a family.